Yo, what's going on everyone? It's the Clumsy Shark here, back at you with another video. In today's video, we'll be continuing our road to 1000 in Blitz. In the last episode, we won 2 games and lost 2, so hopefully we can try and get a better record this time. But anyways, let's get into it. So we're taking on Giant X Slayer, E45. Probably just go for, yes, a classic Italian. I've learned recently, how to counter a bit of the fried liver. But anyways, just gonna try and develop and quickly castle. Our opponent castles as well. This is not looking too bad. We have an interesting, good placer knight here. Anyways, no, we'll not place our knight. We will not place our knight here. Let's try and develop on the queen side. Put a bit of pressure against this bishop, and then yeah, let's just try. Let's flank our bishop. Try and control this diagonal. Our opponent strikes in the center first. I could do this. You know what? We'll do this, because if they decide to take, pushes. So it's probably gonna end up. This is a very close position right now, but it is most likely going to be open at some point. We could reroute our knight and then just push with F5. But let's just try and start opening the center up. If it decides to push this pawn, you can always retake it. You know what? We'll just we'll line up our rook with the queen. Excuse me. So that if he ever decides to kind of just open up some lines, they'll be there. I don't really want to open it, so we'll just push this this pawn, attack this knight, and try and keep this position a bit more closed. We could always push this pawn, which could force a trade. So who knows? But I think I was counting more on this pawn to open up this position. Our opponent could still slide his rook here. Decides to attack our other pawn. You know what? Let's continue solidifying here. And actually, funny enough, we actually have this nice. Is it skewer? Actually, no. We do not. We do not. And our opponent decides to sack his queen. Okay. This is quite an interesting play, I must say. You know what? Let's just slide back, because if he decides to take, we can always just retake back with the rook. I think his plan was just takes back and just wins a bit of tempo against my rook. I know I did just open up his like the file for his rook. But that's not too bad. You can always just slide back with the knight. And actually, there's even there's actually just a fork here. If our opponent, I think, doesn't see it, which I don't think he does. So hopefully this will actually win a piece, and we can actually go with a double fork. Wait, hold up, because if he decides. Because actually, yes, right here, which if he doesn't move, probably will move this rook, then goes into another double fork. So my opponent was apparently waiting for it, because he just pre-moved that. My god, there's another fork right here. Man, I'm cooking. I'm like the fork king out here. Yeah, and he's trying to just get a bit more. Ooh. You know what? We'll just capture the pawn. Yeah, we'll just capture the pawn. If he decides to move his knight, we'll just blast this position. We'll just capture his rook, and they just gave up. So, hey, we're starting off with a win. So, let's get to the next one. Okay, so we're taking on one Halio. He's playing center game. So we'll just win tempo against the queen. Slides the queen over. Okay. You know what? I'll just do this. I'll just develop my knight. Can always just grab that pawn if he doesn't defend it. But most likely defend it with knight, yeah. Because then he could just go for a center. Yeah, a bit of a good center here, I think. Yeah, our opponent wants to get his knight here, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. We'll just damage a bit of his pawn structure, and then we'll just castle. This pawn's preventing this, and then this queen still's attacking my knight. You know what? I'll do this because I don't wanna undouble his pawns. Plus, I could always, if he doesn't decide to take, I could always just take his knight back. And then if he doesn't take it, yeah, then I'll continue winning tempo against the queen. Winning tempo against the queen protected by the pawn. Of course, lines up here, which isn't too bad actually, because we can just do this. That pawn is still protected. I think our opponent just wants to open some lines up. Yeah, wants to undouble his pawns. Which honestly I'm fine with. Cause if he takes, could just take and he just gives up his queen. And on top of that, it's a discovered attack with check. If his king moves this way, we're just taking and opening up more lines. We'll just do that. Can always just slide our bishop here, but I think most logical solution would be to castle here for our opponent. We'll just do this since that bishop's still pinned. Wants to protect it. Okay, we'll just keep it. We will intensify the pressure even more if we have to. Okay, we'll just think maybe I should have just gone with the bishop. Oh well, who knows. Can always just slide. Yeah, we'll just slide back here. We are up like a bunch of materials, so I think if we just trade down, yeah, if we just move the rook here, trade down if he wants to, then we can. Just give up, and it's a checkmate. Okay, well, not going back. So now we're up 2 wins and no losses. Let's see if we can get another win, or we can get our first loss. So now we're taking on Ep.2 with the black pieces. And let's see what he opens up with. Oh, Nimzovich. Interesting. But yeah, just opens up and then wants to play bishop here. We'll just play our knight here. Yeah, because if he captures, we can always recapture and still defend this pawn from this. If he decides to push this pawn, decides to just, yeah, intensify a bit more of the pressure. which is fine. 1, 2. Can always just defend the pawn right here. And you'll probably add even more pressure with this. Oh. Well, if it's like this, let's just actually just fianchetto our bishop. Because then if he decides to push this pawn, we have 3 defenders against 3 attackers, so we should be good and fine. We'll just recapture. I don't really want to trade the queens right now. Which is quite unfortunate because I don't think I can actually avoid it. But I think right now the best solution, yeah, is to just trade off the bishops. Once I open up, my queen will probably be taken. And then I'll just have to manually castle. But I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it's not the first time, nor the last time that I've actually manually castled, so. Or, honestly, who needs to castle? Probably just, either he just decides to move his rook, or just takes it, and just gives us an open file. Yeah, honestly, I'm not too worried about this. I guess I'll just start maybe pushing my pawns a bit more. Because I think our opponent, yeah, has to be careful. If he wants to trade, here, unless he sees a fork that I'm not seeing, or he just takes a free pawn. Which isn't the end of the world, but however, he has kind of gotten rid of the only defender, I think, on this side. If only there was a way. You know, I'm just gonna start pushing my pawns on the king side now. Okay, moves, probably wants to attack this. I guess we'll just make that knight dance around the board, and we'll see how it goes from here. Not too bad. Can push, could take, then we could take again, which I think is the play actually. I mean, this pawn is hanging, so that's always nice. Yeah, I'll probably just, ooh. Well, let's just move this. Probably will move, yeah, there. Could always just take this pawn, slide back. And I think he wants to attack our rook with, oh, actually, but no, our rook's defended, so let's just start pushing our king up, actually. Yeah, our rook here is fine because it's actually protected by this pawn. So I think if I can actually manage to find a way to like sneak our king kind of up the board, and it should be fine. It is really tempting just to sack our bishop for this. Takes, probably would take back, then we take. But then I don't really like the idea of him having just a pass pawn here. So I think we'll just move. If he decides to maybe check us. Oh, no. I totally did not just make that absolutely horrendous move on my behalf. Now we're down to 10 seconds, so we will most likely lose this game on time. But it's fine. We could potentially find a way to pre-move like every single move. So we can either, yeah, we'll just trade down. Actually, I'll just move the rook. Yeah, and then actually it's just gonna be like a scramble for. Now the real question is, could I pre-move every single move? Okay, let's move the rook here. Okay, 2 seconds. Probably just gonna pre-move now. We'll see what happens. Oh no, the pre-move went wrong. No. Oh my god. Oh, this is a tragedy. Oh, so I just pre-moved. Oh. Yeah. Equal. Moves the king, and then I pre-moved this. Oh no. Oh well. Just got two wins and one loss in this video, so it's not too bad actually. It's better than our previous video, so hey, we got more wins. Hopefully next video we won't actually lose any games, but it's chess, so getting at 100% win ratio is practically impossible. But hey, we improved, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed it, then consider dropping a like on the video, and if you enjoyed this content and want to see more of it, then consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.